Hey guys, welcome back to the GearsNTool channel, and today we are reviewing the Nitecore keychain light called the TINI 2, and this is a pretty cool little light for a couple reasons. First, if compare it to the size of my quarter here, it's maybe the size of 2 quarters, so really truly a keychain light. It's not one of those big lights with a keychain hole on the end of it. It's a proper keychain light. It's rechargeable via USB-C, so you're not going to be going through a bunch of button cell type batteries. Has an OLED display, so you can see how much battery life you have left, what mode you're in, etc. And it has a max output of 500 lumens, which is incredibly bright for a light of this size. So a lot of compelling features make this light a great option for your keychain ring. So let's go ahead and dive into the specs and take a closer look, and then we'll do some performance testing outside. So right out of the box, the size and weight of this is 0.66 ounces, which is under an ounce, so basically nothing. 1.83 inches long, 0.98 inches wide, and 0.49 inches thick. So really a small compact package that isn't going to add a lot of bulk to your keychain ring. So right out of the box, this light's going to come in what's called demo mode. So that means when you turn the light on, it's going to stay on for 30 seconds and then automatically turn itself off. This is a great feature. If it gets turned on in your pocket, in your backpack, something like that, it's not going to stay on and burn itself out. However, if you want it to stay on indefinitely, when you press the power button, all you have to do is hold down the mode and power button. It'll flash twice, and that'll put it into what's called daily mode. And that means when you hit the power button, it will stay on as long as you want it to. This light has 5 available brightness settings. The first brightness setting is 1 lumen, which will run for 60 hours. And what's cool about this OLED display is it'll show the mode that you're in, or the brightness setting you're in when you press the power button. And then it'll give you an estimated runtime based on the battery life you have remaining, which is nice. If you are trying to figure out if you need a charger or something, you can just quickly turn it on, see how many minutes of runtime are available in your brightness setting, and decide from there. The second brightness setting is 15 lumens, and you just click this mode button here to change between modes. So 15 lumens isn't super bright, but it runs for 8 hours, which is a long time. And frankly, for most close-up things, like trying to put a key in your car door, the key in your front door at your house, stuff like that, it's going to be bright enough. The third brightness setting is 65 lumens, and it runs for about 2.5 hours. And that's pretty bright for most keychain lights. 65 lumens is, I would say, above average for a low-cost keychain light, and we're just at the medium setting right now. The next brightness setting is 200 lumens. That'll last about 45 minutes. 200 lumens is very serviceable. Just a couple years ago, that's all the brighter most handheld flashlights were. So a really nice, powerful keychain light. I think 200 lumens is a really good running mode for most people. If you need more than 200 lumens, you're probably trying to reach out and touch something that's further away than just in a parking lot, something like that. So 200 lumens is an incredibly bright keychain light, but this light's even brighter. If we hold down the mode button, it goes into turbo mode, which is 500 lumens. It's kind of hard to tell how bright it is here on my tabletop, but it's completely washing my camera out. We'll do some testing outdoors in a little bit, so you can see just how bright this is and how far away you can light things up. In addition to the 5 standard brightness modes, you also have 2 quick access buttons. You can hold the mode button down for 500 lumens mode, and this is great if you just need to look under the car quickly because you dropped something, just take a peek out in the garage, you're looking through some things. Just hold down that mode button there, and it automatically goes into 500 lumens mode. The other feature is if you hold down the power button, it goes into moonlight mode. You get that 1 lumens low power mode, which is nice if you're just kind of looking inside your backpack, something like that. You don't need a super bright light. All you have to do is hold down the power button and the low lumens mode will come on. This light also has 2 lockout modes. To activate the lockout modes, you turn the light on and then hold the power button down, and you will see 2 different lockout icons. The first is lockout icon 1, which means the turbo mode of the light still works. However, the light cannot be inadvertently turned on inside your pocket, a backpack, something like that. One thing to note is that the moonlight mode will not work in lockout 1. Only the turbo mode works in lockout 1. To unlock the light, you 2 press the power button, a short and a long press. So click, click. You'll see the light unlocks and is back to normal function. For lockout mode 2, just press and hold the power button. It will go into lockout mode 1, and then it will go into lockout mode 2. And in lockout mode 2, none of the buttons work. This means if you're doing long-term storage or you're using this as an emergency light and you want to be guaranteed that this light's going to be charged and ready to go when you need it, keeping it in lockout mode 2 prevents it from being inadvertently turned on in any scenario. To come out of lockout mode, just 2 press the power button, click, click, and hold the second click until the unlock meter has completed and the light turns back on. So this is truly a very capable, small, compact, rugged light. It has some nice user features, lockout modes. Let's go ahead and talk about the build construction real quick, and then we'll take it outside and do some quick testing so you can see what the light color looks like, the beam throw looks like, and how far it can throw a light. First is that you have all aluminum construction, so it doesn't have that cheap plastic feel. It's very rugged. You could probably run this thing over with a truck and it would still work. The keychain pull ring here on the end is rated for 66 pounds and it does not budge at all. Like I'm trying to pull it off here. So you don't have to worry about the key ring coming off like some of those cheaper lights you might find at conventions and things like that. The light is waterproof, which is kind of a must for a keychain light because you never know when you're going to drop it into a puddle or something like that. So I went ahead and filled up my Oktoberfest beer mug here and it goes. And no problem, the light's still on at the bottom of the mug. I would say it passed. Yep, the light's not going to have any issues with water. I just fished this thing out of the beer mug and it's still working great. So yeah, this is a great little light, guys. It's small, it's lightweight, it's rugged with its all aluminum construction, and the smart LED display here makes it super easy to know how much battery you have left, how much runtime you have left, and it's just going to be a great addition to your everyday carry setup. Let's go ahead and take this thing outside so you can see what the light beam looks like, and then we'll kind of do our takeaway. All right, guys, we're out back in my backyard, similar to what I did in the MH12S video. We're going to go ahead and start with the lowest lumen setting and work our way up to the maximum so you can see the difference between the color, the beam throw, and the aerial lighting. So the first one here is at 1 lumens, and as you can see, you can't see that back wall there, but if I put my hand up, you can see my hand, so it would work for small reading and stuff up close. Going up to the next setting, which is 15 lumens, you can see you can kind of barely see the wall, but if I do something closer, like the side on the left, you can see that and maybe a little bit of the ground in front of us. So that's 15 lumens. Going up to 65 lumens. And you can see there's definitely more light being thrown off. It's still not super bright, but up close it's definitely sufficient for doing things like car doors, front doors with your keys, things like that. So very useful. Okay, here we have 200 lumens, and as you can see, this is much more useful for further out type activities. The color is a nice flat white with just a slight yellow to it. It's definitely not that harsh blue tinge that some LEDs have. So definitely a good aerial light. There's not a real bright hot spot in the middle. It's definitely meant for a closer up use, but it is covering quite a bit of area, which is good to see. And there is the turbo mode, 500 lumens, and this is definitely bright, guys. This would work great in a parking garage. If it's raining outside, you're trying to get your car keys into the door, or just any general kind of use. So for a keychain light to be this small and this bright is really remarkable. And the fact that it's rechargeable, doesn't take any expensive proprietary batteries, is also nice. So the 500 lumens is no joke. It is super bright, guys. And one of the nice things is that even though it's a small package, it doesn't get overly hot like some other high performance lights do. If it accidentally got turned on in your bag or something like that, you don't really have to worry about damaging anything. I've had some keychain lights where you leave them on for too long, they get incredibly hot and you worry about burning something. So great light all around. This is what it looks like outside. This is a winner, guys. This is super bright light considering it's the size of a couple quarters. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's my quick review of the Nitecore TINI 2 Smart LED Keychain Flashlight. And what's my overall takeaway? I say this is a big win, guys. The full aluminum construction body is super rugged. 500 lumens is super hard to beat. And at the price point, I think it's a pretty darn good deal. I know a lot of you guys have EDC lights that you carry on your person or in a bag nearby you. But having a keychain light like this is a really good idea because sometimes it's just really convenient to have a quick burst of light, figure something out, and then go on with your day. So definitely a win in my book. You guys should pick one up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button below. It helps the channel out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're the first to be notified when I release new videos just like this one. Cheers.